Ever unpacked your gear months later and found it stinking of mildew or worse, falling apart?
Tired of replacing spoiled gear? Let's fix that once and for all. Wet gear isn't just inconvenient. It can actually destroy the very things that we trust to keep us safe outdoors. Today, I'll share simple field-tested ways to dry and store your gear properly. Plus, the #1 method I use to stop mold before it starts. And yes, even your batteries and cookware need some love too.
Here's what moisture really does. Mold and mildew eat through fabrics, coatings, and zippers. Odors get trapped deep in synthetic layers. Down and insulation lose loft, and metal-like cookware and stove parts start to rust or pit.
And it's heartbreakingly common because after a long trip, you know it, we're tired, we forget, or we think,
I'll do it tomorrow when I get there.
First rule, spread it out. Never leave it crumpled in a pack.
Hang tents, tarps, and rain gear on a wide line. Avoid narrow wires that crease.
If you're drying your gear outdoors, try to avoid the sun. It can break down gear fibers and water repellency faster than in the shade.
Open up sleeping bags completely. Flip them once or twice as they dry. Stuff sacks?
If you've got them, turn them inside out to dry. They trap moisture like a sponge. And for stubborn dampness, a gentle fan or dehumidifier indoors works wonders, especially in humid climates. And what about those plastic totes? Well, they protect our gear from pests and dust, but gear has to be fully dry before it goes in. And you'll want to avoid sealing your gear into those vacuum bags. Trapped moisture in them turns them into mold factories.
For sleeping bags and jackets, use large cotton or mesh sacks, not compression sacks, so they stay lofty.
Always store in a cool, dry place. Garages or sheds like this can work if they're kept dry, and store your gear off the floor. This one is so often overlooked. Your batteries and electronics.
Remove your batteries from headlamps and lanterns to prevent corrosion. Store them separately in a small dry box or sealed bag.
And did you know this trick? Keeping your power bank about halfway charged extends its lifetime. Humidity wrecks lithium cells just as fast as it does your tent.
And let's not forget our cookware and camping dishes. Pots, mugs, cutlery, they all need to be completely dry before stacking and storing. Wash them completely when you get home and store with the lids off or slightly ajar so air can circulate. And always check the handles and screw points for trapped water.
This is where the rust is going to seep in.
Don't forget your boots or trail shoes. They take the worst of the mud and moisture. First, rinse off any caked mud. Then dry them slowly.
Never next to direct heat, like a wood stove or heater, which can crack leather and the glue that holds them together.
So you just gotta wait till the boots dry. And I keep them out of sunlight when they're drying, just so they dry nice and even and slow. Once dry, brush off the remaining dirt and check the seams for wear.
And here's the game changer. Refresh the waterproof coating.
For leather, use a wax-based conditioner. For synthetic or fabric, apply a water-based spray-on DWR, which is durable water repellent.
It takes 5 minutes, but it can double the life of your boots and keep your feet dry on your next trip. And my #1 mold stopping trick, after every trip, I dedicate a full day to a drying zone. If it's indoors, the fans are on, the windows are cracked, and if a shady spot's available, I'll grab a book and dry it outside.
Once everything feels dry, I wait another full 12 hours before packing it away. It sounds extreme, but after years of soggy camps, this single habit has saved 3 tents and a down quilt from ruin. Drying isn't about speed, it's about patience.
So a quick recap, spread gear out and flip it often. Use fans or dehumidifiers. Store your gear fully dry and with airflow. Remove batteries, keep cookware lids open, and always add extra drying time. It keeps your gear working, your trip safer, and your pack lighter. Got your own gear storage or drying techniques? Share them in the comments. I'd love to hear them. And until next time, keep it dry and happy trekking.